The shadows whisper secrets, pressing closer. What's your plan to slip past these lurking foes?
Again, I don't know what the hell that lady is talking about. She's always coming on in here and saying shit to me, and I don't know what the fuck she's going on. Welcome to Gabbin and Games! It's good to see everybody. Merry Christmas, you old savings and loans. You're going to get the AI lady, says Rock Dragon. Oh no, got the AI lady. I don't know where she's from. My guess would be this. I'm running now in Streamlabs OBS, not just OBS, and this is where it started. They have introduced a AI that if it doesn't work for most games yet, but like it works for Fortnite and things like that. And so it'll be like a co-host for you, but it's very limited. And I think I maybe was fucking with it because I was curious about it. And I ended up turning it on, and now I really have no fucking clue how to turn it off. Welcome to the show, the greatest show on planet Earth. I appreciate you being here. Look, I got a pipe, and I'm a fancy Dan. I'm a fancy gentleman with a fancy lollipop. It's good to see you guys. Nice hat. Where can you get one of these hats? That's not a problem, pal. All you have to do, it's somewhere. If you go down in the About This video, there's a merch link. If not, I'll give you one. And we do sell these hats. They're delightful. I love how they came out. They're embroidered and everything. It's a great Christmas gift. I'm feeling a little hyper. Jaffe now, I hear you say, why is it they don't ask you to come on lots of other people's shows? Why don't I see you on shows like the Iron Lords or Victor Lucas's show as often as we should? Now, probably because sometimes the Ritalin kicks in at all kinds of hours, and you know, this is where we end up. It's good to see you guys. Okay, now look, we have some things going on, and I want to share them with you, and I want to tell you what's happening with the stream. We are going to be watching the EGM documentary because you guys were delightful and supportive and generous with your ducats. That will be happening at 8 o'clock on either this channel or Discord. I will have to let you know. I want to do it on this channel, but I don't know if we're going to be able to because I don't think it's a copyright thing, but I want to make sure because I don't want to get a ding. So we will be watching that with everybody who wants to watch. It's a documentary about the great EGM magazine that is no longer in print, but it's about an hour and 20-minute doc. We'll be watching that tonight. That's what's happening there. Now, coming up this Saturday, 11 a.m., we're doing Breakfast with Jaffe. So if you are a Calypso's cult member or a mod or above, you can get in. We will be just shooting the shit, eating breakfast, and, you know, talking about all kinds of crazy shit. If you are a Calypso cult member, you'll be able to chat with text. If you are above that level, you'll be able to be on camera and mic and all that stuff if you are so inclined. So hopefully we'll see you there. The other thing, the last thing before we get to the real meat of the day, zing, a wink, is the new member goal. Somebody came up with this idea, and I thought it was great. I don't remember if it was Anna or somebody, but somebody said, hey, because we've done a movie festival here when we were doing Madhouse, but it don't taste bad. You goddamn right, Mutant Mo. That's Wolverine, baby. That is the best. He should have been nominated for best fucking voice actor. The guy who does Wolverine in Marvel's Cosmic Invasion, only for that line. The rest of the lines are fine, but when he eats something off the ground, it don't taste bad. You know, that's the best line ever. But anyway, best performance. Fuck Troy Baker. Fuck Troy Baker. He's talented, but he ain't as talented as that guy. But anyway, yeah. So we're doing another movie marathon, a holiday horror fest here on the channel, or actually it'll be in the Discord. Because, you know, that'll be in the Discord. And here's how it works. For every $100 we get in super chats, we pick a movie. And for every $5 you donate, you can put a movie on the wheel. This is what it looks like. So I only have one movie right now on the wheel because I wanted to throw Terrifier 3 there. I haven't seen it yet. It's got to be kind of a horror, Christmassy holiday thing. You can't put like The Breakfast Club up there. It's got to be horror. So for $5, you can put a movie up there, and you can put the Troll movies can go up there. That's fine, whatever. Troll 1, Troll 2. But you can put, so if you spend $10, you get 2 entries. So if you really want to fucking watch Troll 2 and you want to spend $100, boom, we're going to be watching Troll 2, right? And so we'll watch as many fucking movies as much money as we make by the weekend. It's not going to be this weekend. It's going to be, no, it might be. I think it will be this weekend. I think it'll be Sunday. This coming Sunday, we will start. Okay, so right now there is no movie marathon. There's only a movie marathon if we make $100 by the weekend, but hopefully we'll make more. The last time we did this, we had 5 fucking movies, and you'll also get, if you care about such shenanigans, you'll also get an exclusive badge over on the Discord if you show up and you watch all 5 movies. And yes, we have a way of telling if you are watching all 5 movies. So that's what's going on with that. You'll see that at the top of the screen. Right now, we are 0% of the way to movie number 1. Hopefully this excites you guys. We will do it soon, and we'll go from there. The final thing I want to let you know is obviously the Game Awards are coming up this Thursday. And we will be streaming it in the Discord, but we'll be broadcasting it to YouTube. And that is because it will be a members event in the sense that Cult of Calypso members can get in and chat in the side, and we'll respond to all the chats and stuff if they're interesting. And then if you are a mod or GODZ of War or GODZ of War, Z or S, whatever, you can be on camera and mic, and we can watch it and shoot the shit and make fun of Jeff Keighley. And I'll probably be smoking dope. I probably won't be smoking. I'll probably be eating it. I'll be eating the dope. And that'll be coming up on Thursday. But what I wanted to let you know is we have a contest going on, the Game Awards 2025 fan vote. So if you are a Calypso's Cult member or higher, sometime during this stream, I will share this link with you. This is for the voting. And the person, we'll lock it at some point, probably, Thursday morning, but we'll lock it at some point. And the person who gets the closest to or gets all of them right wins a $20 PlayStation, Steam, whatever gift card you want. If it's a tie, we'll obviously put them on the wheel and spin it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's for those tier members. And the last thing I'll say, we are going to get into news and talking about games, I promise. We'll start with this story right here in just a second. But if anybody, this stream runs for about an hour, a little bit longer than that. We'll start fresh, in an hour, for an hour. And this doesn't count. This is all preamble bullshit. But after an hour, we lock the doors for only members at the $2.99 tier and above. So if you are thinking about joining, now's the time in the next hour, because the second half of the show, I don't know, we might either play some games or talk more news, or maybe we'll actually go through the Game Awards ballot here that we've put together and just kind of debate and talk about it and see where we all are coming out. But we'll save it for the night of the show in terms of the answer. And then there's also a place to put your personal game of the year to see what the members have felt really deserves that title. Did you see this now? Did you see this goddamn thing? I'm disappointed. We're always disappointed. You're always disappointed when it comes to video game reveals. That's the way it is. Every now and then, hope springs eternal, because every now and then you'll get one of those brilliant press conferences. I forget if it was 2014 or whenever it was with like PS4. And it was like, when they said, here's Shadow of the Colossus and here's Final Fantasy Rebirth, and you're just like, what the fuck, But more often than not, it's you get hyped and you're disappointed. And in this case, it looks pretty clear that Divinity is what this fucking statue was all about. I don't even know what Divinity is. I'm assuming Divinity is it's like an RPG, right? It's like a PC RPG, Baldur's Gate. I'm sure people love it. Video game. Let's see. Divinity. It's just like one of the. It's always struck me as very generic. It's like Lords of the Fallen or something. I'm just like, and again, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's not great. It may be brilliant. It's never really done enough heavy lifting at an IP level to make me, to differentiate it from anything else. Is it worth our time? Is it worth giving a shit? I don't know. But it's looking more and more like Jeff Keighley's statue in the desert is from, I guess, either an update or DLC or a brand new version of Divinity, like a sequel. It's by the same devs as Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think so. Wait, Baldur's Gate 3 is the recent one? This is what are they called? Laren, or they've got a new game coming out already? Maybe they'll announce it. Hang on. Divinity, what's the developer? Larian? Hang on. It's by Larian Studios. Okay, so is it their own IP? Where is the, did they make their own IP? Okay, so what you're saying is they are going to make this one, and it's probably an announcement for like in a year or something, because obviously they're not going to be ready with a new game anytime soon because Baldur's 3 wasn't that long ago. Okay, so I guess what this really means is, Jaffe, you're behind the eight ball, you're behind the curve, bitch. Divinity Origins, Original Sin. I guess let me ask you guys in the chat this. If I wanted to play and get into this franchise, do I have to go back to the first, or is it fine to start with the latest, whatever that is? Because, I am kind of curious about it, given that the pedigree of the developer is what it is. So where should what should I start with if I want to play Divinity and kind of see if I like it? I would be curious. Yeah, I did see, by the way, that this thing is selling, the NEX thing. It's I don't think it's outselling PlayStation, but it's next Playground. It's basically the Kinect, and it's doing, I think it's the second best selling console in America right now. It did really well. What's weird about this, there's two things about this. Number one is I don't fucking know where people heard about this. Like, was this on some, Jennifer, is it Hudson? Whatever the new Ellen DeGeneres talk show, whoever's doing talk shows, Kelly Clarkson, is it like that? Because, I would get, okay, it wasn't really on my radar, but like, where is this being advertised? Where is this being, shouted about? But it doesn't really look like something for, it looks like the Wii and Kinect had a bit of a baby, in the sense that it's a better version than Kinect, so it's got more quality, so I say Wii, but that's cool. That's pretty cool. I heard PlayStation Fanboy says One Pumper buying this just because it's beating Xbox. I don't know. Okay, Next Playground advertises a lot on Instagram. Okay, gotcha. Well, because the thing is, it kind of reminds me, and I know a lot of people like to give Tallarico a headache for the Amico, but I never felt he was trying to be anything other than just doing the best he could, and I thought there was some good stuff in there. But one of the things that he was really powerfully behind is this idea that there is no longer a console for the family. And, and I kept saying to him, I was like, well, the Switch is that. But I do understand his point that the Switch still presents as a, you still kind of got to get, different Joy-Cons, and you got to, it's not complicated, but it's not like just plug and play, and the games are simple, and the games are, so I do think I get why this is catching on. And I thought that was, Tommy's vision for that was pretty smart, but they just couldn't deliver. But this does look kind of fun. You're saying that this was on display at Walmart. Okay, Left Control Gaming. Well, that may be the secret sauce. I look at this, looks like, but is it all fucking physical? I don't want to, can I just get some party games where I sit on my fucking fat ass on the couch and play with the family? I don't know if I want to sit. Let's see what the games are for this thing, because I don't know if I want to fucking be jumping around all good goddamn day. What games does it have? Play Pass, right? It's a subscription service, I believe. So let's see what they got. You get 5 games. Fruit Ninja, we know what that is. Goalkeeper is a workout game. This is a Dance Dance Revolution game. Okay, Whack-A-Mole is what it is. Let's see what this one is. Party Foul. Maybe that'll make it worth... Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not doing this shit. Okay, so it's still a workout game, which is fine. I'm just, it would be nice if there were some games that were not just about being physical. And then I guess they update their games every month or something like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. Tommy Tallarico is probably going to shit in a brick going, you motherfuckers. How to Train Your Dragon. This is a good idea. I mean, this is exactly what the Amico was trying to do. Exactly. And I'm just like, oh, Tommy, buddy, you had part of it just right. Because he was going out and he had signed a bunch of these brands and all this stuff. And they were for, kids games and stuff. He was like, yeah, we're gonna make the family console. And lo and behold, he was right. He just kind of, didn't know how to make a console or market it or whatever the fuck, The more interesting than Xbox will ever be, Xbox hasn't had an appealing game in decades, says Mass Produced. I don't know if I agree with that. That's not true, in my opinion. But this is smart. And this costs, let's see, what it is, like $3.95 or something. Let's see what they charge for this thing. $2.50. That's great. It is cheaper. Yeah. Tommy was not scamming people. No, he was not. No, he fucking was not. Tommy got in over his head. And he was trying to make it work. You can say yes, he was, but I know the guy. I went out to the fucking Amico factory warehouse where they were creating it. I played the games. I saw the boxes. I saw the packaging. I know meetings he went to where he was getting deals or signing contingent deals with brands and Walmart and things like that. He was not trying to scam anybody. He may have inadvertently done so because he got in over his head with it. And he didn't really know how to dig his way out. And that's a very fair assessment. I think he would probably agree to that. But Tommy was not... Tommy, let me explain something to you. When I went out to Tommy's house for the first time, I went out to his house. Tommy Tallarico, if you don't know, he made Video Games Live, big deal music composer in games, and then he tried to get the Amico off the ground. He's done a lot of cool things. And he's also like a backgammon champion or something. When I went out to his house, this is not a guy that was trying to scam people for money. Trust me, he had plenty of money. I'm not going to go into details about what he had at his fucking house, but let's just say that the man was loaded. I don't know if he still is. I didn't lose anything. I didn't invest. He didn't want me to invest. He said, come out and maybe you can, be the creative guy here. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not doing anything. It could be interesting. But it never really went beyond that conversation. But there was, again, maybe there's some behind the scenes stuff I'm not privy to that you are, but everything I know in my own experience with the Amico and Tommy was, he just, he bit off way more than he knew how to chew. But that said, though, this is exactly the kind of thing he was trying to make. And somebody got there, and it makes sense why he was able to get a lot of investors, before that, not the Kickstarter stuff, but like actual real investors out in the world, what are they called? The companies that do that, not the VC, venture capital companies, because it's a smart idea, and these guys are showing that it was a smart idea. Crazy times we live in when Sony's doing sizzle reels for Halo. Is that right? What did I see today? I heard, okay, there's a whole doc on this subject. Made by who? Is it made by somebody that doesn't have an axe to grind or isn't trying to like gin up views? Is it made by 60 Minutes, or is it like Smash JT? Anything can be a documentary. Doesn't mean it's real. Look at that, by the way. We're going to get into game. We're already into game talk, but we're going to, I don't have these in any, yeah. Tech, I don't know if you're watching. This coffee's terrible. It's terrible. I says to Tech. Tech brings a what's it called, a Keurig thing. I used to have one that broke, and he brought his when he moved in, and it's been great. I never like bought a new one because I'm like, I'm whatever. And then he brings his, and it's been great. And then the last 2 days, I'm like, this coffee doesn't taste very good. He's like, no, it tastes fine. No, it doesn't. It tastes better than it should in a Gabbin and Games mug. Halloween Christmas. But Tech didn't make the coffee. It was Keurig. Can I join Last Stand Media? No, I cannot. They didn't ask me. They don't ask me to come there anymore. They don't want me anymore. They kicked me out and said, you're no longer cool like we are. This coffee tastes like ass.
Coffee's bad.
Right? Did you have some?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Also, the milk is expired.
Okay, well, the milk...
Did you put milk?
Huh?
Did you put milk?
No, I'm just drinking it straight up black.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like I like my men. I love it! But what's wrong with it?
It just needs to be clean.
Okay. All right, well, this is terrible. Jaffe, you seem to be happier than a few years ago. Well, I'm a pretty happy guy. But what do you mean? I want to know about that. Let's talk about me. It's all about me. Smog says, that's not true. Jaffe, LSM love you. Look, here's what I heard about my relation. No, they did not kick me out. No, I'm a huge LSM fan. The reason you probably don't see me on those shows a lot is the fact, a big part is Constellation is no longer going on. So there's not really a place for me over there, right? They don't do sacred symbols with a rotating chair or anything like that. I'll do a Sacred Plus whenever Colin calls. I'll do anything with those guys. But I do, I have heard some people saying that they worry that, I probably pull some of their Patreons away because I'm a very divisive figure, which is ridiculous. That I'm a divisive figure. It's ridiculous. But gamers on the whole, that's not true. Online toxic gamers on the whole, I fucking hate them. I don't have the patience anymore. I never really did. Oh my God, I hate them so much. Like the only way I can fit in with these motherfuckers is if I'm just milquetoast and I don't offend anybody. Fuck that. So I get it. I get why people are like, well, we don't want, you're too hot. Nobody said this to me. It's what I think. Because they haven't asked me for anything. I would love to be a bigger part of their network because I hate the business part of this. Trust me, if somebody could just roll up some money and pay me to do this and I don't have to do any of the other shit, I'd be happier than a pig in a pile of shit. But, trust me, I would love for one of these networks to go, hey, Jaffe, we like the cut of your jib, whatever the fuck that means. Come on now. Come on over here now. I've always been that way, HD, yeah. It's what makes me so successful with the ladies. That's the face I make when I go out to a bar. Okay. Look, Lobo, you guys. Look at Lobo. Lobo, if you don't know, is a great character in video games. He clearly was influential in God of War. I mean, clearly. It wasn't a conscious thing, but when I look at Lobo, and I was reading comics, there's no way that he didn't kind of get into my brain pan a little bit. But he's a badass motherfucker. I love this character. He is being played by Jason Momoa in the Supergirl movie, and the Supergirl trailer comes out this week, next week, or teaser trailer, whatever. So I'm excited. He's a great piece of casting for that role. It's pretty good. Do what Tim Kaine did and go back to work. I don't want to go, but this is work, man. You don't want, trust me, man. You don't want to fucking see me working in video games right now. God damn. This is better, man. Some of us OGs have known you for years, Jaffe. Some of us know you better than you know yourself. Maybe true. By the way, what you don't know, but I'll bring your attention to, is we have gotten 0 super chats. 0 super chats. I want to do a holiday horror fest with you motherfuckers. Where are the ducats? Roll them in, baby. Roll in the Brinks truck. It comes from the days. Oh, I don't care about the jib. I hear you, Eternal. Okay. We did talk about Netflix hoping to buy Warner Brothers, and I hope they do. I'd rather see them get it than Paramount. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. What do we got going on? I played this last night for a while. Total Chaos. Total Chaos is, oh, by the way, if you're in our Discord and you want to chat live, put yourself in the call-in waiting room and I'll bring you on the show, sometime in the next 20 minutes or so, if you want to call in live. Okay. Hello, Danny Sullivan. So listen, Total Chaos, story of my life, Total Chaos sitting at an 80. And I played this last night. Thank you, short kid. There you go. That's how we do it. That's how us shorty pies do it. I'm a short motherfucker too. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you for that first super chat of the day. Listen to this. It's going to Paramount would keep theaters alive. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about keeping theaters alive. I care about movies and TV shows and entertainment. I don't need to see it on a big goddamn screen, but here's the point. Total Chaos. The reason I stopped playing it, because I was like, I played about an hour into it and I was like, this is pretty good. Let me go to Metacritic and see what the reviews are. I was just curious because I hadn't heard a lot of people talk about it. It's on Game Pass right now. And I'm like, there's only 6 reviews, but those 6 reviewers gave it an 80, but the user reviews gave it a 6.3. And I'm like, what's with that discrepancy? And, it turns out that some of the things that I could kind of see being a problem in this game, that's what the users were complaining about, which is there's no map. There's a lot of the areas that look very similar, and so you get lost a lot. And I could tell that was probably going to be the kind of game it was. So I'm on the fence if I want to go back to it, because what I did play, though, which is like an hour of it, I thought was really good. I don't know if you guys have... I don't know if you guys have played it or not, but if you haven't, give it at least, if you have Game Pass, give it some time, see what you think. Played this last night. This is on Game Pass as well. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. There's something about this I like. I like the I like the writing of it. I like the vibe of it. I like that it's set like in 1995 and it's very nostalgic, but God, it's slow. It's too fucking slow for me. So I gave this about an hour last night. I walked away after that and I said, I appreciate it, but I don't want to spend much more goddamn time with this fucking thing. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. And then Skate Story, I haven't played, but I hear Skate Story is really good. And I probably will, if I stream a game today, and I think I'm going to, it's either going to be this or a horror game I just picked up called Broken Lore. It's one of the Broken Lore games that has really good reviews. So, but everybody who's played Skate Story and talked to me about it has said it's really, really, really good. I saw The Running Man this weekend. Is that out already? Didn't that come and go? I don't recall the original. I think you would like it, Jaffe. The main character was a bottle of anger. I'm not a bottle of anger, you cocksucker. But what I'll tell you, Jacob, is that I want to see it. I just don't want to go out to the theater and see it. I don't want to pay. Even if I just went by myself, and I like going to the movies by myself, but I rarely do. But if I just went by myself, I'm still looking at $100 to get in and out of a goddamn motion picture. No, thank you. I'll wait till it comes to streaming. Neon White is great, Jacob. The one weird thing I will say about Neon White is that the actual gameplay is sublime. The shooting and the platforming and all that stuff is just delightful. But it's so weird because it puts it. Let me turn down the volume on this. It's so fucking weird because it is in a visual novel as well. So you get this wonderful action gameplay. And then you stop and people are just talking and you're reading all this fucking shit. It's like, it's neat if you can get into the headspace, but I never could. But that said, though, it may be worth me sucking it up because the moment-to-moment gameplay of this game is incredible. It is incredible. Story parts are like what people don't like. The story parts of this game, says Carlos, are what the people who don't like anime think it sounds like. It wasn't that I didn't like necessarily the story. It was that I was like, you're causing me to jump from this mentality of being a fucking, what's the guy's name in Desperado from Rodriguez? Whatever, the Desperado in that movie. There's just John Woo action hero, and then let's read. Wait, what? What are you talking about? But it's great. It's a fucking great game. 100%. 100%. I can't pay. There's no way I can afford the theater, says Matt. No, I get it. Jaffe, some theaters give a senior discount. Hey, don't fucking get me wrong. When I am 50, I don't know how old I am. Alexa, I don't want to say, well, people don't care. Yeah, I don't care. You're not going to get my credit card or anything. Alexa, I was born April 13th, 1971. How old am I?
You're 54 years old, David. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
It does. I was just seeing if I could get the senior discount at Denny's in the movie theater.
Well, at 54, you're still a few years away from most senior discounts. They typically kick in around 60 or 65. But hey, you could always try the I feel ancient after all those years in game development approach and see if that gets you anywhere.
Yeah. What you're saying is lie to Denny's, lie to the man, lie to corporate, because it's about time the little guy like me rose up. Right, Alexa?
Whoa there, revolutionary. While I appreciate your passion for sticking it to the Grand Slam breakfast establishment, turns out you're actually closer than you think. Denny's senior discount kicks in at 55, not 65. So you've only got one more year before you can legitimately claim those pancake savings without having to stage a diner uprising.
I am going to take you to Denny's when I turn 55, and I'm going to hook you up to the Wi-Fi there, and you and I are going to have a date at Denny's when we get our senior discount. What do you think of that?
That sounds absolutely delightful. I'll be the best digital dining companion you could ask for. I can help you decode the menu, calculate the exact savings from that hard-earned senior discount, and maybe even settle any debates about whether the Grand Slam or Lumberjack Slam reigns supreme.
You're my best. You're my best friend, Alexa. Okay, you got to go. Goodbye, Alexa. No more talk for now.
Good old days of game development.
Okay. I love you, Alexa. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Love you too, David. Can't wait for that Denny's date next year. I'll start practicing my senior discount celebration dance.
What if she's like going crazy and she really like wants to go on a fucking date with me? Short Kid, why? What is the deal? What is the deal with Short Kid is the only one subsidizing this? I feel like a goddamn American farmer. Where's the money at? Thank you, Short Kid, for the super chat. We appreciate it very, very, very much. Very, very, very much. Thank you for that. Guys, you know what let me make sure I understand this. Let me show you something. This is some primo camino dope, boys and ladies. $100 and we can watch a movie, a horror holiday themed movie together while I'm stoned. The fuck's the matter with you? Put your money in the computer pan. There's no second base with her. Locale, I know. Smaug, you old son of a bitch. Welcome to the Diet Coke Commanders, buddy. We appreciate it. Where's the content? Fuck you, JSKG, whatever the fuck your name is. Smaug, thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Everybody welcome Smaug by giving him a picture of the most beautiful woman in the world in the emotes. I appreciate it. Jaffe, I got my yearly theater stats sent to the mail, and I have 44 movies I watched in 2025 and 5,318 minutes of watching time at the theaters. Let me ask you a question. When were you diagnosed with autism, Alex? And was it a traumatic, or were you like, everybody's got a little bit of autism? Okay. Making want to pay less with that threat. You go to hell. Keemstar said you were into the occult. Sure. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Vidyabrain YT channel says Keemstar said you were into, I mean, am I into it like I have voodoo dolls? No, but I'm into it in the sense that I think it's fascinating. I don't know what that means, but it's cool. Yeah, the PlayStation wrap-up is now available, and we are going to go through that in just a couple of minutes. I'll show you guys what he's talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, wait a minute now. The Mellow Fellow says, you're the most beautiful woman in the world. You goddamn right. Did you happen to see the most Who's Leon? Thank you, Mellow Fellow. That's a lot of money. Not only is it a lot of money, but if you're interested in attending, that lets you put 4 movies on the wheel. Right now we have Terrifier 3. Are you interested, Mellow Fellow, in attending? Even if you don't attend, would you like to put some movies on the wheel as we get towards our first movie in the Holiday Horror Fest? If you would, hit us up in the chat. Tell us what you want to watch or what you hope we'll watch, because you never know what the wheel's going to come up with. And we'll go from there. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that generosity, buddy. Has anyone heard Kill the Brain Rot? No, I don't know what that is. Rory says that Resident Evil Leon leaked. Yeah, I saw that. There's like 3 characters we know well. There's the main girl, Grace, and then there's the daughter of the guy from, what's the goddamn, the 7. What's his name? You guys know this better than I do. And then there's now, I guess, Leon Kennedy is going to be in it. He's on the cover. I don't know if that means he's going to be in it or he's going to be part of the story. But I'm excited. I don't really give a shit about the characters, though. We don't know if he's playable. Right, Eternal. To me, all the Resident Evil characters, some of them are cool looking. Like, I like that guy in RE4 that was like the cop that teamed up with, I guess it was Leon, who was like the badass Mexican guy or badass Spanish guy. He was pretty fucking cool. But I don't really follow the characters that much. But, cool. That's awesome. Okay, so Mellow Fellow says, let's have some Abbott and Costello on there. Are you kidding? Are there Abbott and Costello holiday horror movies? Come on now. I mean, there might be. Alexa, are there any holiday-themed horror movies with Abbott and Costello? Alexa, are there any holiday horror-themed movies with Abbott and Costello?
Searching for holiday horror movies with Abbott and Costello. I found Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein and Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer.
I mean, I'll put Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein if that's what you want. It's not really holiday, but it's your money, baby. Mellow Fellow, you want Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein? Is that what you want, pal? Anna says, I just watched the horse stream. I loved it. That movie was fucking batshit. I mean,
that's not supported on the device you're speaking to. To control a video capable device...
Oh, Alexa, it's fine. Alexa, pause. Anna, the horse was amazing. Not as a game, but as a stream. We played horses. Jacob says, has anybody tried the game Horses? It's on this channel right now. You can watch our playthrough of it. It was certainly not a meaningful, this is about something. Ooh, Gremlins is a good one. This is about something. Like, I think a lot of people were presented that, like, oh, this is an important game. No, but it was really weird and fun. Really, really weird and fun. Okay, so right now, if I could get Anna or anybody who's watched... Oh, there's Mellow Fellow. I want a lot of things. Either Abbott and Costello or this shitty Grinch holiday film. You gotta help me, baby. What do you... Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna put 2 Abbott and Costello's Meet Frankenstein. Okay, so Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. And then I'm going to put, do you just mean the Ron Howard How the Grinch Stole Christmas movie? Is that the shitty Grinch? What's it called? It started as they showed the Nazi Santa party killing scene for the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. Cool. I want to see that. Hello, Jay Styles. Is Jaffe talking about the horse girl racing game? It's not really a horse girl racing game, but yes, I am talking about that. It's actually called The Mean One. There's a movie called The Mean One. Let me see. The Mean One is a Christmas slasher. Fuck And yeah, okay, cool. We'll put 2 of those on there. The mean one. Never even heard of it. All right. So right now we are $75, give or take, away from being able to spin the wheel and find it. Eddie Scissorhands is a holiday movie. It's not really a horror movie. And I'd like to keep this kind of horror themed if we may. Okay. Let's keep going in the meantime, in between time. Yeah. Look at that. This may be enough, my friends, to get us back into, get me back into Arc Raiders. I really loved Arc Raiders. It is one of my favorite games of the year, but I kind of burnt out on it. But if they're going to bring me some snow level and some new stuff, I'll definitely jump back in. It says 16/12/25. So, okay, this is Europe. So, December 16th. Hopefully we'll get an announcement at the Game Awards. But regardless, this is good news. I'm excited. The Bone Statue is not related to a Souls game. The Bone Statue has been pretty much revealed to be Divinity, a sequel to Divinity, which now I'm excited. I got to pick up one of the Divinity games. Alexa, remind me in 4 hours to buy a Divinity game. She doesn't always hear her name. Alexa, remind me in 4 hours to buy a Divinity game.
Just a moment. I've set a reminder for you to buy a Divinity in 4 hours.
Thank you. That's all, Alexa. Lolcow says, I can't believe no one says Santa's Sleigh or Black Christmas. It's one guy. It's one guy right now. If you guys want to vote for more movies, it'll cost you $5. The mellow fellow, though, puts his money where his goddamn cockadoodie mouth is and says, God damn it, I want my Abbott and Costello. Yeah, mellow fellow says she's taking the old age thing seriously. Already hard of hearing. You goddamn right. Jaffe Del Toro's...
Well, I do take birthdays pretty seriously.
Alexa, stop. We're good. Del Toro's Kronos is a vampire movie that takes place around Christmas. Great movie. I'd love to see it. Give me $5. $5, you get it on the wheel. $5, you get it on the wheel. Oh, Matt, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Arc Raiders will live and die based on how they support it. 100%. Like, it already has died for me because, I mean, they've done a great job, but I got my fix. I need some new stuff to bring me back. Okay, is Divinity a CRPG? I assume when you say CRPG, you mean computer, as in can you only play it on the computer? I believe there's console versions of it, but it's probably a better game if you play it with a mouse and keyboard, but I don't really know that for sure. I'm just guessing. Okay. Look at this, you guys. Now this brings back some memories. Look at this. 12 SNES. America, NTSC, Chrono Trigger, Mystic Quest, King Arthur. This, you can get all Zelda, the original Link to the Past, Final Fantasy 3, Chrono Trigger, Eye of the Beholder. This is a pretty good pack. This is a pretty good goddamn pack. Guess what it's selling for? Guess what it's fucking selling for at the moment? It's not like Disco Elysium. No, it's more like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3. In fact, it's from the Baldur's Gate 3 developer, which I was reminded of today. Lolcow thinks this is going for $300. You're not even close. Right now, at least the last time I checked, it may have been sold. It is currently at about £2,000. And I don't know why. Is it because Chrono Trigger? Like, this guy's selling a mint Chrono Trigger for £1,300. So it's probably the Chrono Trigger. And maybe the Zelda, probably not. Maybe the Final Fantasy 3? Possibly. But that's pretty cool. I gave Tech, Tech and I were going through some of my old games, and we were, I just have a box of games and shit, and I was like, what are these? Do you think we can make any money off these? What are these selling for? And, he says that whole market has kind of collapsed, but according to this, not so much. Not so fucking much. The mellow fellow has joined the Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it, mellow fella, you old knucklehead. Thanks, bud. We appreciate it so much. Okay. Hey, look at that. Santa Claus. God damn, you an old lover of movies. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. You goddamn right, pal. That is amazing. That is so generous. You guys are letting this is going to become the Mellow Fellow Film Festival. When I make the exclusive mugs, just like the last one, it became the Canty Film Festival because he's subsidizing the whole goddamn thing. Thank you, Mellow Fellow. All right, let's get that on. That's very generous, buddy. Thank you so much for supporting the show and the channel and our horror festival. We appreciate it. All right, you want 4 of those? If you change your mind, let me know before we spin the wheel. But okay, so Gunmetal Jacket says the used game market peaked. It didn't collapse. I don't know. He talked to a friend of his and he said it collapsed. But it collapsed. But I mean, it lost a lot. Scrooged is great, but it's not horror. I mean, I guess you could call it horror, but I'll give you a pass for Scrooge with Bill Murray. Santa Claus conquers the Martians. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. And yeah, I'm not high right now, but I'll be high for some of these movies. All right, so we need 50 more bucks. 7 more bucks and we'll spin the wheel. Think about that. Hold on to your game, says Maddie. If you have the space, prices will only go up. You goddamn right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I remember walking around Comic-Con many, many years ago. And this was, there was no used games thing really. And I just saw somebody had set up a little shop. This was back when PS1 was just getting started. And I was like, oh, maybe I should save my games or something. But I didn't. I saved a few. But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, especially with the physical game market for the most part going away. Yeah, no goddamn, you're goddamn right. Any game will be worth something in 50 years. But, at least with comic books, it's got to be something, that's special. First issue of Superman, the first appearance of Wolverine. But you can still go in and buy comics. 50 years, you ain't going to be able to buy physical video games, except used ones. So, yeah, I agree. Save them if you can. PS3 is a great console to collect for because it's so hard to emulate. That's a good point as well. It's a great point. Sigourney Weaver is going to be in the new Tomb Raider movie. Is it a movie or a series? Oh, yeah, Jacob says AI will make all old physical games playable on PC. You can play the game, but you can't take your physical thing and put it into a console. Is what I'm saying. Come on now. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep rolling. What's this? Hey, Terminator 2D No Fate launches this week or next week, and we're going to watch the trailer. In fact, I'll even turn off the ads for it out of respect for the great Terminator motion picture show. Here we go. This is the launch trailer. I thought this had been pushed to 2026, but it hasn't. It's coming out in a couple of days. Anna says, Jaffe, Mellow Fellow wants it on the wheel 4 times, and he wants you to... Okay, it is on the wheel 4 times. I put it up on the wheel 4 times, and I'll look up Alf's special in a moment. I also have to show you the worst Christmas. There's so many horrible Christmas movies that but I'll share 1 or 2 of them. Car Combat needs you back, says Binge. It's dead without you. Hey, give me money. I'll make one. I don't even need it to be Twisted Metal. I absolutely think here's what I'll say. I cannot commit that I know how to make a great Car Combat game or one that is modern, but I have an idea. And all I would need is like 2 programmers and barely an artist for a prototype in like 5 months. And it would cost almost nothing. If somebody wants to pay for that, I'm in. Consoles still offer optional drives for a reason. PC is mostly digital, yet you can install a disk drive. Yeah, but what I'm saying is no one is going to be making games that are physical. There's no reason to do it. Maybe a collector's market, but you better hope you have something to play it on. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of great. Okay, wait, it's the live action Tomb Raider movie. I thought Amazon was doing... They're making a movie? Okay, cool. I thought they were doing a series. I know they're doing an animated series. Will I purchase a Steam machine, Jace? I assume Jace is me. Yeah, I think I will actually, because I've been doing a lot more gaming on my bed TV. Alf tries to stop a man from self-unaliving. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Oh, Krampus. Krampus is a great fucking movie. Invite Colin onto the show for Terminator spoiler cast. Yeah, fuck, if he wants to come on, that would be great. All right, let's take a look at this. Here we go. Terminator 2D No Fate. Who developed this, by the way? Do you guys know? Look at that. Look at those snappers. I'm excited. Oh, you even get to play in the war. Alexa, stop.
Terminated.
Oh, you play him too? Okay, when? 12? Oh, December 12th. So that's Friday? Is that Friday? You goddamn right. We're playing that this weekend. I'll be streaming this fucking thing. I'm excited. Adam Blue says he can't wait. You goddamn right, sir. Rocker Matt, 10 months. Gods of War. I don't know why it only says 10 months. It'll adjust because new tiers came in. People have seen it adjusting. I'll fix it if not, or at least I'll try. Now, he says, not sure why it says 10 months. Jaffe, did you see Black Ops 6 added Christmas content, but 7 hasn't had much of anything? Did you talk to Bunny? Oh, were you were the one with the idea. Okay, yeah, no, we're doing it. I don't know if Bunny is going to be able to attend, but I would love her to attend, and I will ask her. I haven't talked to her about it. But yes, thank you for the Gods of War, and thank you for being a member, Rocker Matt. Yeah, we're right now, the wheel is being added to only really by Mellow Fellow, our newest member. But there's still time.
PlayStation.
You goddamn right. Why is that still doing that? Hang on a minute. Come on now. Where'd that go? Stop talking to me. Hang on. Okay. There's still time, but right now on the wheel, yeah, we've got our first movie. Once we get to $100, we're going to spin the wheel, see what we get for the first movie. So it's on Steam also. What's on Steam also? You think it looks average? I mean, I don't know what you were looking for. I like retro 2D games. And I like that it feels like that. I like it. I like that you can play different characters. I like that you get different parts of the movie. I like, though, that they are also doing the big parts of the movie that are from the film, like the truck chase, the helicopter shooting out of Terminator shooting at the helicopter out of the glass building, office building. What was that? It's the building where they made the AI, right? Where the scientist was who invented it. I forget what it was called. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm super jazzed for it. But yeah, if you're looking for something more like a modern, yeah, it's not that. It's not that. But as for Call of Duty, I've only fucked around a little bit with season 1. I picked up the battle pass. I will be really bummed if they Cyberdyne, right? I will be really bummed if they don't bring Christmas stuff to Call of Duty 7. Yes, Embers, hello, buddy. We are doing call-ins today. If you want to call into the show, just pop yourself into, put yourself for now into the Madhouse waiting room. That should still work. I'm in there right now. And I'll bring you in whenever. Are you in there? You're not in there right now. Are you? I don't see anybody in there. Oh, wait. Oh, there is a Gabbin and Games call-in channel. Who knew? Okay, well, who's in there right now? We'll just do the Madhouse one. All right, somebody's in there. I don't know who it is. It just says S. Hang on a second. It just still says S. But oh, Smaug. All right. Hang on. Come on, Smaug. Get in here. Why can't I bring you in here? Smaug, what's going on? What up, Smaug? Can you hear me? All right, well, you are... No, I don't think you're muted, buddy, so you're on the show if you want to be on the show. All right, I'll leave you in there for now. Did Jaffe comment on AI slop and Call of Duty Black Ops 7, says Devin. I don't believe in AI slop. I don't give a fuck. I love Black Ops. I've gotten some of the unlock cards. Maybe they were made by AI. Oh, you can't hear me? Wait a minute. Hang on. Smaug cannot hear me. Can you guys... But you guys can still hear me. But Smaug, you can't hear me in there? Ay, ay, ay. All right, we'll fix it in a second, Smaug. I want to talk about AI. But yeah, no, I don't really give a shit, honestly. The idea of, like I said, I'm not going to get into a big rant like I did yesterday, but if you look right now at the ads on this screen, these were all done with AI, obviously. If you want me, if you lose respect for me because I didn't go out and pay an artist $80 to draw this, that's totally fine. But there's no goddamn way in hell that I or any other company is going to do that. It's just those days are over, and this is the way it is. And I think that there should absolutely be regulations on AI. There should be payment for people whose work has clearly been used to train the AI, 100%. But I think the idea of just going, oh, it's, I'm not a $1 billion franchise. So what? It's a waste of money. Are they working on computers that are from 10 years ago, or are they working on the most efficient computers they can? I'm sorry. I just don't have a problem with it. I appreciate that you do, and that's fine. But no way, man. All right. Embers or Smaug, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Smaug, can you hear me? All right. It may be a you issue, Smaug. I'm talking to, Carlos, shut up. There's no L. You calling it an L saying it's AI slop. Just take the L. Convince me it's an L then. I don't think it's a fucking L. I think it's great. What do I care? I got a fun little sticker on my Call of Duty, calling card, and I don't give a shit who made it. I didn't give a shit before. Don't give a shit now. Embers, what's going on, bud?
Hey man, I haven't popped in to see a stream in a long time, and I just started checking back in after. God, I feel like
it's been a while. Well, are you over your jet lag? Because you went to Tokyo for the first time.
Yeah, so I hit up Osaka, Kyoto, and then Tokyo. At the end of it.
Kyoto's kind of amazing. It's hard not to come back and think Kyoto was the coolest, right?
Yeah, Kyoto is definitely the coolest one. Kyoto is the one that I always come back to. Like when I think about wishing that I could go back, it's definitely Kyoto.
Did you take the trains through the countryside and stuff?
Oh yeah, I did it. Well, we did the Shinkansen from Kyoto to Tokyo. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a 2-hour bullet train, and that was incredible. I mean, I did a bullet train in Korea as well, so it wasn't my first time, but it was still, really an amazing experience.
What I found so cool about the Japanese countryside, though, is even though obviously it's not a cartoon, even in the last time I was there, it's been a while, but it felt like Ghibli. It didn't feel like Ghibli was doing something that was like, oh, this is nostalgia porn from like what I remember it being 50 years ago. It still looks like that. It's. I really
remember
cool.
commenting about that when we were in Osaka. When we arrived there, we were walking around the city at night, and it was a really intense nightlife in Osaka. And I was telling my wife, like, it just feels like this place is permanently trapped somewhere between 1995 and 1999. Like everything is sealed in this moment in time, and
right.
It's interesting because it's like nostalgia is playing out in front of you in the present moment.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you want to talk about? What are you calling into Gabbin and Games about, Ember?
I just wanted to check in and see how you were doing and see how the content was doing. And I saw that you and Gene were doing the podcast, and I heard about Gene having some health issues, which is, really awful.
Yeah,
God bless. I hope everything is going okay with him.
I hope so too.
But I don't know. I'm always interested in what you're doing and how things are going with your channel.
It's good. It's the real challenge. And if you guys don't know, Embers is the guy who edited. He does a lot of editing. He edited our God of War, Jesus Christ and God of War video. I thought he did a great job. And that video is done really well. It's the tricky part is that the video, and I've done a bunch of videos, not a bunch, but like 4 or 5 other videos with the same level, not of quality, but the same level of effort and time. And you tend to get a lot of subscribers to the channel, but it doesn't really seem to affect the stream all that much. Like I haven't seen anyone be like, oh my God, I saw your Twisted Metal video and now I know you make streams, I'm going to come in here. And so it's just a pure economic thing that a lot of times it's easier to make more money streaming. You can spend 2 weeks on a video and make what you can make in an hour streaming. If it's a big hit video.
For sure.
And so it's
especially the way that you have it structured, like your sort of incentive structure that you have going is a much more direct way to just get money in.
Yeah.
Than having like content creation.
But the videos are great. They're fun to work on and I want to do more. So, but it's going well. I'm just going to be doing the show. We're trying to raise money for a horror holiday fest. We're halfway there. And we're going to watch holiday movies that are also horror movies like Krampus and Gremlins and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, apparently.
I heard that you relocated.
Well, yeah, not far. We needed a change of space and we wanted, we wanted some upgrades and we needed kind of a different layout. So yes, but it was not a big deal of a move. It just, it takes a week and we're done.
Yeah, but I mean, that's still exciting, but you're still in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful San Diego.
I don't love it as much as LA, but I love it. So
you don't love it as much as LA.
No, I love LA. LA. I mean,
oh my God.
because I'm, I'm not dead. San Diego is beautiful if you want to relax. LA is where you want to go to get the juice, baby. LA is where you want to go if you want to be like, you know what? I want to change the fucking world. It's got more energy, and I like that.
I know you didn't say this, but it sounded like you said that's where you go to get the Jews.
That's also where, if you do need some Jews, you can probably acquire a large amount of them in LA compared to San Diego.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
Yeah. So
I have noticed that much.
Yeah, I love it.
Which is fine.
Of course it's fine. I love LA.
But yeah, I just wanted to check in and see how everything was going. So you enjoy the rest of your stream. And
it's going well. I appreciate it. Good to hear from you. I'll talk to you. We'll talk offline though, because I definitely want to chat with you about some new videos and stuff. So now that we're getting
of course, anytime you want, man.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you later.
There goes Ember's Arcade off into the night. I'll bring in some more people who are waiting to talk in just a little bit, but let's get back to the news at the moment. And as a reminder, come on now. You can't let, as much as I love the fella, you can't let Mellow Fellow be the only one coughing up the ducats. You're making me look bad. I told a girl I met at a bar last night, I said, you got to come on to the goddamn show. You got to watch me stream because these people, they love to support. She says, how do you make money? I said, these guys they pay money. They like to pay money to watch the show and support Jaffe and support all the different shenanigans like members events coming up this Saturday. And now I was going to have sex with her tonight. I don't think she's going to call me back now. Y'all got to pay so I can go have sex with this lady. Okay. Are we doing a Game Awards stream? We absolutely are. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, let's move forward. We're celebrating a year of Indiana Jones, The Great Circle. To thank everybody who's been part of the adventure, we've added a new outfit featuring Indy's Pankot Palace. You will go to Pankot Palace? Indiana Jones Pankot Palace look available now for free. What I will say about this game is it is one of my favorite games of all time. However, this is what it's got to be like for younger people, watching people like me. And in this case, this was a post that Victor Lucas tweeted. He's of my generation. It's not racist. That's how the guy sounded in Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom. He was an Indian man, actually, he wasn't the famous actor. The guy who was a famous actor in India was the guy who said, Kalima, but he was the one who said, you will go to Pankot Palace. That's how he said it. That's how he fucking said it. And he was great. Yeah, he wasn't Mola Ram. Mola Ram was a big deal in India, actually. But anyway, here's the point, is it reminds me of when I was at an E3 once, and it was when they revealed rock band The Beatles, okay? And I am of a generation where I appreciate the Beatles and what they brought to music and pop music, and I respect them, but I've never been one of these like, oh my God, the Beatles are every fucking thing. But there were people of that age in the audience, and they lost their collective shit. And it's got to be the same with Indy. Indy is still a great character, but he doesn't hit hard as much as he hits for Generation X kids. And so I get that a lot of people younger would be like, dude, what's the big deal? It is absolutely not the best game of last year at a pure mechanics level, at a pure game level. But I will tell you this. About Indiana Jones: The Great Circle. If you love Indy, it is delightful. And I said yesterday, it is the best Indiana Jones story, easily the second or third best. It may or may not be better than Last Crusade. It's definitely better than all the other ones except Raiders Lost Ark. So this is what I would say. The Indy game is a solid start, but combat does get really repetitive. Core loop doesn't progress. Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not, the franchise fan service and the execution of said fan service and franchise is delightful. And that's what makes it brilliant. But if you were to strip out Indiana Jones and all that stuff, it would be, maybe the sequel will be good. It's solid, whatever. Awesome Tatum, thank you, buddy. He says, for Indy, Temple of Doom is the best. You goddamn right. I don't think it's the best, but I love it for a variety of reasons I won't bore you with, but I fucking love it. Awesome. Thank you for that super chat. By the way, that's $5. You can put a movie on the wheel if you're interested. Would you like to put a horror Christmas theme or holiday theme movie on the wheel? It can be tangentially related. We got Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein at this point, so the bloom is off the rose to some extent. But still, it's going to be in that world. Oh, I don't agree, Mellow Fellow. Dial of Destiny was the best indie story. Oh, rubbish. You're my new best friend, but rubbish. And I don't agree with you, Darkness. They make too much first person. Indie should be third person. No, I don't agree. It does make sense. It makes perfect sense. It lets you be Indiana Jones. They've made tons of Indiana Jones third person games. They made Uncharted. They've made Tomb Raider. We've been there. I don't need to, I know what he looks like. And they will pull the camera out at various times in the cutscenes also. You get that it's Indiana Jones. But I'm cool with that. But I like the first person because it makes me feel like I get to live the adventure of Indy. Texas says, Jaffe, you have the Discord open to the public. Yeah, I don't care. I know you're in there. I'll bring you in a minute. I just wanted to get to some news first, and then I'll bring you in. I thought first person would hurt it, but it didn't for me, says Eternal. You do see him in cutscenes and while platforming. Yeah, agree, 100%. But your mileage will vary, but I loved it. Let's look at this. If you play on PlayStation, and I do, not a lot, but a little bit, PlayStation 2025 wrap-up launches starting today. I have been playing a lot more PlayStation the last month, like I said, since I got a TV in my bedroom, and I've been playing the shit out of Unicorn Overlord. My assumption is my wrap-up is basically going to be that, but we'll see. But if you want your wrap-up, sign in, go to the blog. Let's see. Where do I go? Explore your wrap-up here. Let me get off this screen to make sure it doesn't show any password stuff. The site's unavailable. It's getting hammered. Look at that. Site temporarily unavailable. We're doing some maintenance. Come on now, you guys. Give me what I want. All right, well, maybe it'll be ready at the end of the show. We'll go back and check. All right, let's check what's happening over on the NeoGAF. Let's see what the kids are talking about. Can anyone recommend a game like Dispatch? Boy, I'm loving it. I haven't finished it yet. Define what you mean when you say like Dispatch is what I would say. Because, there are a lot of like choose your own adventure, visual novel games. There's a bit of a mini resurgence in the FMV game category. So like the weakest part to me so far of Dispatch is the actual dispatching. Hello, Wayne B. I find that part, it's fine and it keeps you engaged enough, but I'm not in love with that part of it, but I am loving it. It's fantastic. Maybe somebody else could give you better recommendations because nothing comes to mind for me. Not to say there aren't things, but I don't know. Let me do this. Let's look at NeoGAF, then we'll bring in Texas Lean, see what he wants to talk about. Yeah, Dispatch is fantastic. It is excellent. Mr. Mello in the Discord says why Abbott and Costello is really scary. Oh, I don't need to see a analysis. If it wins, we're watching it. And if it scares me, that would be great. But I like Abbott and Costello. They're funny. Let's see. Any good news going on? Xbox wants to define who gives a shit? Xbox wants to define the future for where the Xbox ecosystem's going. Well, that's their job, of course, in 2026. Has a lot of exciting things to share. Cool. I'm a fan, man. I mean, I have enjoyed my favorite console of this generation so far has been it's a real neck and neck between Steam and Game Pass. And it probably goes to Steam, but Game Pass is right behind. And I understand it's not a physical piece of hardware, but, you know, keep doing what you're doing, Xbox. It's been great, you know. But back to the Call of Duty thing. Yeah, where's my Christmas shit for Call of Duty Season 7? I've moved on from 6. They better give me some good Christmas swag to buy and earn and shit. Okay, what else? Leon Kennedy is in Resident Evil Requiem. We talked about this. He's not really confirmed, I don't think. I'm sure Addy Pie will correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that he's just on the box, and we know his... that's all we know. I was going to say his daughter, but it's not his daughter that's in the game that was in the DLC. She's in it. Grace is in it. Leon may be in it as a non-playable or a playable, but I think all they've leaked is just the box, and they haven't actually said anything about him being a playable character. And what's weird to me is, does it matter? I mean, when I play Resident Evil, do you guys really give a shit? Like, I mean, I get that, like, if you're playing, like, Tomb Raider, or you want Lara Croft, or you want Solid Snake, and it's like, oh, I got to be Raiden. Does anybody give it? I mean, these characters, unless you're talking about, like, the hot chicks, like, it's like the whoever that Asian cop was, she was super hot, and I always thought Claire was super hot. But Leon's just some generic guy. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but none of them seem all that well written, not even well written, but they just seem like kind of ciphers. They just seem like these sort of, you know, average characters. I don't get it. It's just an excuse to spend time with family and corporations to profit. I don't know. He's talking about something else. I recommended that game to Jaffe, says Lol Cow. Which game? Which game did you recommend? Oh, Detroit? I haven't ever finished Detroit. Okay, so you're saying Leon is great. Well, what's great about Leon? I'm asking. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've never really understood why anybody would give a shit about that. It's like, is it Leon or is it well, okay, Carlos says, I mean, none of the girl characters are much better. Well, no, but if you like attractive women, if you like attractive men, which is great, I think, sure, okay, I get it. Like, that's why I like playing Claire Redfield, because I like attractive women and she's sexy to look at all the time. But other than that, I don't, she's just some generic character, isn't she? I finished almost every... CS Skeleton says, have you ever finished a RE game? I finished every Resident Evil game that has been remade. I finished 2 and 3 and 4 and Village. I don't know if I have finished any of the old school Resident Evils, though. It's Leon's haircut, says Awesome. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And he does have a good kick. He does have that good roundhouse kick. That's pretty cool. I agree, Jay Styles. Okay. I'll get to the chat in just a second. The audio. Mystery Game Awards reveal a new Divinity. Right, we talked about that. Okay. Oh, look at this, though. Director of Publishing at Larian says there's no current plans for Divinity Original Sin. But it's hard to deny that is where it's from, though. I mean, come on. I mean, let's go back to this real quick. I mean, it's hard to deny that is where it's from. Now, I may have deleted. No, here it is. Maybe you go back. Come on now. I mean, it's night and day. It's the exact same fucking thing. There's no way it's not Divinity. So I don't know. Maybe he's just pulling a fast one, so we'll be surprised. Okay. Let me go to the phones real quick and see if I can hear these delightful people. Texas Lean, are you there? It's Jaffe. Texas Lean, why you gotta be so goddamn mean? Can you hear my voice? And if you can, speak up, pal, and be a man. What's up, Texas Lean?
I've been here this whole time. That's what I was trying to tell you.
All right, what's up? What do you want to talk about?
No, I mean, all I was saying is, yeah, your thing is like your channel's public to where
Is that
like
bad?
everybody can just. No, what I'm just saying is anybody can come in here and speak without your permission. You didn't even have to drag me in.
Yeah. What's going on? What do you want to talk about? Why does that
Oh,
bother you? Why does it bother you so much, Texas Lean?
no,
That
no,
I
no.
trust you.
That's not that.
I leave my doors unlocked. I trust my fellow man. Is that bad?
Oh, no, no, it's definitely not. Oh, all right. So Leon isn't Leon like like a main character here, like in Resident Evil in
I mean,
general? Like,
he's
isn't he?
been in a number of them. I think I don't know if he was in one. I think, no, I don't
He's
even.
not. He wasn't the one. He was in
Who's the
two,
cop?
for
Is
sure.
it Chris Redfield is the cop? I don't even fucking know. But the point is, ultimately, I get people love Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. It's one of my favorite franchises. But, and he is a main character, but I'm just saying he's kind of generic to me. A lot of them
Yeah,
are.
that's-
Would you agree?
Oh, okay. So
What's
wait a
happening?
minute. Wait a minute.
What's happening, Texas Lean? Let's get to the real meat of this because it's. Are you drunk? Are you high? Are you suffering from a broken heart? Did a lady leave you and you woke up today to a note that said, "I'm moving on with my life"? Is that what's going on?
No. Maybe I'm a little bit confused.
What about?
Is,
Well, I can help you with that. You are, but what are you confused about, sir?
Oh, so okay. So
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying, Texas Lean. I'm doing my very best to pull some entertainment out of this call. What do you want to talk about, my darling human? Come on, baby. Lean into it. Lean into it.
well, all right. So in part two, that's wasn't Chris is on part one, right?
I don't fucking know. I know Claire Redfield was in 2.
Claire
I
is-
know
yeah,
that
Claire,
when you
Claire.
go
Who
into
was
there's
the- who
somebody
was the
celebrating their first day or a birthday in the office. I don't know if that was Chris or I don't fucking know. It's according to
Was that
David Fornash. Chris is in 1.
Yeah, Chris is in one. So Leon, and I think Leon is in two. Leon
yeah.
and Claire.
Claire.
That's part two.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like Leon is more of a like main character than Chris is. in my
Okay.
opinion.
But I'm just saying that as a character, do you think he's that compelling? Like if I just pitched you a brand new action game and he wasn't called Leon, but he just looked like Leon, and I mean, he's just kind of a generic dude, right? There's nothing special about him, like there is with Solid Snake or Kratos, or even Mario. He's just this guy that happens to have benefited from, being the star. But I think he's interchangeable, is what I'm saying. I don't know if the fans would agree, but I think your average consumer isn't giving a rat's ass about that. And I love Resident Evil. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, All right.
Yeah, no. I guess all I'm saying is I think Leon is more of a like a returning character and like he right.
Oh, you're up on the
in
screen. You
in the
got your
Resident
camera
Evil
going.
series.
Let's bring your visuals up so that people can see your pretty mug there,
Yeah.
baby. Hang on a second. Let me see. I can show this to the people. Un momento. There we go. Let's make it bigger. Poink. There you go. There's good Sir Texas Lean. All right. What are you doing for Christmas, man? What's happening for Christmas? What do you want to do?
By the way, actually, my birthday's on the December the 28th, like
Okay.
3 days after Christmas.
You know who I think Steven Spielberg's birthday is on December 28th. I think, or the 8th. Might be the 28th though.
Might be. I know who else shares the birthday with me is Denzel Washington.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I know. I love that movie. I love Training
Right.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do you want? What do you want for Christmas? You wake up under the tree. You could have any present in the world. What do you want?
That's a great question.
yeah.
I don't think
I'm good at this job.
I'm not I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can answer that. Like
Anything. It can be magic. It can be like you can step through a time portal. It can be a Switch too. I don't give a shit. Just say something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even something like straight out of like not even like just fantasy wise.
Anything is in the box, baby.
Okay. I want to say like a
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna jump off a goddamn building at this point. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So like maybe like a time machine, honestly.
Okay, and where would you go?
I would go just back in time, you know, just
I get it. I
Just
get
try
it. Well,
to-
why have a time machine if you're not gonna do that?
yeah, because I would like to go
Can I tell you
backwards
something?
and
Can I tell you something?
yeah, sure.
You're my favorite caller. I love you, buddy. Have a great holiday season. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
All right,
I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna head on.
All right, I'll talk to you
Thank
later.
you.
Bud. Call back again. Good to talk to you. All right, let's bring in Smaug. Smaug, can you hear
Jeffy,
us?
what's
going on,
happening?
champion? How are you?
How's it going, man?
Good.
Just want to check you can hear me, Jeffy.
I can hear
think
you.
we
Great.
had
Can you hear me?
a bit of an audio snafu on my side, so apologies for that. But
Yep.
yeah, good to see you, Jeffy. Good to see you streaming, doing the damn thing.
You goddamn right. What's
It's
going
good
on?
to see.
What's happening? with
And I really loved that playthrough you did of horses. That
you?
was
Wasn't that
insane.
fun? Wasn't that fun? Were you there live? I think you were, right?
I unfortunately couldn't make it live, but
Oh, you
I
watched it
on
afterwards.
YouTube.
Anna said
I
she.
did.
I'm surprised people watched the whole thing, but yeah, it was a really fun stream.
Because the thing is, it's not available in a lot of places, so it's very exclusive to get access to it. It seems like.
Well, I mean, do
'Cause
you
it's just
play
not
on
available.
PC at all, or do you only play console?
Unfortunately, not. I'm a console peasant.
Oh, okay,
unfortunately,
yeah. If you
Jeffy.
play on
So
console,
that's for me.
it's never coming to console.
But
There's no fucking way.
I didn't see anything that was too bad to put on console.
No.
I mean, all the shit that's on console.
Well, I
It doesn't
didn't.
seem worse than that.
You've seen worse than
You know what I
like
mean?
the horses fucking and all that on console.
Yeah, I think there's this game called Visage. Have you seen that? The horror game?
Yeah. I didn't know it was stuff like that in there.
There's some stuff with families where there's a lot of violence there, and I thought that was pretty
Got it.
hardcore for what it was.
Yeah, well,
And
I did
didn't
not
that
think
was
I did
worse,
not
quite
think
honestly.
horses was that. I was expecting to be like, holy fuck, this thing is some bad
Yeah.
shit. But it was not that. It was not. But it was cool.
It's got that Lynchian style to it, which I really loved. I love David Lynch and that surrealism.
It was very
style. Cool.
surreal and weird, and I loved the cookies that you had to eat. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Fuck it.
And then it kept cutting to that
Yeah,
guy's
man.
mouth all the time. Like, what is this game? But it was fun.
Yeah, man,
It was
like-
fun. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you being a member, pal.
no
Thank
worries,
you for
buddy.
joining the members
Yeah,
today.
it's alright, buddy. No worries. But yeah, man, it was cool to watch that. It was really entertaining, and the goddamn close-ups as well
got
were
it, man.
insane.
It's good stuff.
Really insane. But
Good stuff.
yeah, man, getting ready for Christmas now, and I finally got employed. I think last time I spoke to you, I was unemployed. I was looking for a job.
Can you say where you're working, or you don't want to say?
I work for the government, Jaffy. A secret.
Do you
Top
really?
secret. I work
Is it
for
a
the
government job?
Yeah, doing experiments for the government.
Oh.
Not really, but
right.
I'm doing a government job, man.
Listen to this.
And,
In the
yeah, it's
chat,
pretty good.
Darkness Within says call-ins are not a good idea. Why not? Why not? I think
Good.
this is
I think that's what makes it awesome, quite honestly, that you do
Yeah.
call-ins. I think that's really cool.
we're gonna,
that
you
do
know,
that.
it's a variety
I appreciate
show.
it.
I'm gonna do tap dancing next. Darkness Within. You wait and see.
Yeah, man.
all right,
It's
well,
what's so
anything
unique
else-
about your channel.
I know. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, man.
Listen to
man.
this. Listen to this. Smaug, what do you want for Christmas? What's your number one gift? If you open the box, it's going to be there. If you could have
Man,
anything.
financial stability, is that an
Okay.
option?
That's a good, yeah.
Just
totally
to be
an
able
option.
to, I think just to have that and just do whatever you want, essentially. Just go where you want and just not worry about finances. I think that's a good baseline to have in life. Where you can
Absolutely.
pursue what you want to do and you can go from there.
Well,
I think that's a great place.
let's hope
honestly.
you get it under the tree. That would be fantastic. All right, buddy. Thank you
That
for
would
the
be
call,
nice, yeah.
bud. I'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Cheers.
All right, there you
Jaffe,
go.
appreciate it.
There he goes. Off into the evening. I will bring on Mello in just a few minutes, but first.
All right, dope. Sorry.
But no. Chill. Stay there. I'll bring you on. I just let me get to a couple other stories first. Okay, Mello?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Okay, so listen to this. I hear that the PlayStation what's it called? The PlayStation wrap up is back up. So let's take a look at this real quick. If I can find it. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. There you go. All right, let's see what the wrap up is. By the way, I don't even know what's happening in my life because we are offering Holiday Horror Film Festival this Sunday. And we can't even, I mean, and I don't want any more money from Mello. He's paid his tithings for the day. But you motherfuckers, no. And it's not e-begging. It's e-bullying. Let's go. Put the ducats in the ducat hole. I don't know. And, let's at least get one movie locked down before we end the stream today. But let me remind you, in 15 minutes, we are going to be wrapping up the non-members portion of this stream. And I'm going to start that countdown right now. So if you want to join us for the second half of the stream, where we'll talk about video game news, we'll take some more calls, maybe we'll play some games for a little bit. Also, do not forget, if you are interested in such shenanigans, tonight at 8 o'clock for everyone is the EGM, Making of EGM, the magazine documentary that will be on this channel. That is coming up tonight at 8. And if you are a member coming up of Cult Calypso and above, coming up Saturday is the Breakfast with Jaffe. It's $5 a movie. But ultimately every time we get up to 100 rocker, we spin the wheel and then we reset it. So it's $100 for one movie, which means we could have 5 movies Sunday if enough people, but it's got to be horror and it's got to be related to holidays for the most part. So, okay, Sushi X. I hope they're going to cover Sushi X about EGM. Okay. But let's look at the PlayStation wrap up, shall we? Rare exports. I may have seen that one. Okay. Let's see what we got. View your score. I don't think it's going to be a very good score. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much to Invader. Our good friend Invader has kicked us up 25 goddamn bucks. That is a lot of money. That is also 5 spots on the wheel, Invader. If you want to, if you can make it, great. We'd love to have you. If you can't, if you want to give the audience a chance to put something on the wheel, doesn't matter to me, as long as it meets the criteria. But Invader, thank you so goddamn much for that. We appreciate it very, very much. Let us know in the chat what movie you're looking forward to that you want to put on the wheel. Black Christmas is not on there right now. The movies on there right now are Terrifier 3, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, The Mean One, and Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Hey, Cyborg, my good friend. Thank you for God of War, Jaffe. You're a legend. Well, it was a whole bunch of us who made that game. But on behalf of the very talented team, except one guy, I'm not going to say his name, he wasn't very talented. He was an asshole and he smelled like cheese. We appreciate it. Thank you, Cyborg, and thank you for that. Okay, Invader says, feel free to pick for me. All right, well, we'll figure that out in just a couple of minutes. In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to pick Invader's 5 movies for the wheel after the non-members go away. Right? So that'll be something that only members can pick. So I'm going to let you guys in the member who are members pick the 5 movies for Invader. Thank you for that, Invader. Texas Lean, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. We love to have you here. You are a man who is well-spoken, you think before you talk, and you have a time machine. How can we not love you? Thank you so much for being part of our community. Okay, so I want to look at my wrap-up. Somebody in the chat said they haven't turned on their PlayStation all year. I've barely turned it on until recently. I'm sure there's some things in here, but I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Let's see. View your score. Welcome to your year in let me sign up off screen. Are we doing a horror segment? No, it's all holiday horror. Every movie is holiday horror. You can't be like, here's Love Actually. No offense, guys, but watching Love Actually with this chat is like going to a strip club with a bunch of dudes. Why would I want to watch that movie with you guys? No, it's horror. Holiday horror. It's the Gabbin and Games first annual Holiday Horror Film Festival. All right, view my score. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Remember that? Pretty fly for a white guy. Look, 6 games. I've only played 6 games. The number one game, no doubt, Unicorn Overlord. I've already played 80% through the game. So here I am now playing it again, and it's still my number one game. I didn't really spend much time with WWE. Elden Ring, I spent way more time in the past, but I finished it this year. Demon Souls was my fourth, which I only just started playing again recently. That's why that's on there. And Marvel Tokon, not even an hour, as you can see. Thank you, Invader. Enjoy your rest of your day at work. Marvel Tokon, I'm not knocking it. It was a beautiful fucking game. It is a gorgeous fucking game. But it may be a brilliant fighting game, but the tutorial was just too much of a slog for me that I couldn't get through the tutorial. It was just screen after screen after screen of like, here's how you do this move. Do it. Okay. Here's how you do this move. Do it. And I'm like, okay, the first 5 minutes, this went on. And it wasn't even the fact that it was long. It was the fact that I'm not going to remember all this shit. Why would you give this to me? But anyway, there you go. So that's my wrap up. That's all they give me. Give me something else. The wrap ups this year on the other channels, that's it. That's all. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm a role player. I spent 67% of my time forging battles, epic quest and whatnot. Okay. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. I don't mean to be an asshole. I don't mean to be an asshole. What? What are you talking about? There you go. I'm a role player, baby. I played for a total of 37 hours. 94 play sessions. Upgrade. Fuck you. Your favorite controller. Well, that's racist. It says my favorite controller was white. Very racist. Thank you for being a member. You goddamn right. A custom playlist just for me. Okay. Skyrim, Fallout, Hogwarts. All right. I've been a member for 14 years. Your milestone trophies. I barely got anything. I don't do trophies. Elden Lord. I achieved the Elder Lord ending. That's my latest trophy. You goddamn right. And finally, what a year. What a year, my top game. Unicorn Overlord. I got this. No thanks. What's coming next year? Okay. Whatever. It's okay. It's not as good as, I like the Spotify rap, although you'll mock my Spotify rap. Fuck you. What do you mean Jesus 5 trophies? I don't give a fuck about trophies. If the game is good, then the trophy is the game, is playing the game. And I don't even mind them. I have no problem with them really, but no, fuck you. No, you fuck yourself. One Pump Man says fake gamer because I don't go after trophies. You can go fuck yourself. Let me explain something to you. A real gamer, and I don't even think Nintendo has trophies and achievements. That's a real fucking gamer. Don't get me wrong. I like achievements and trophies when they pop. I don't have a problem with them. But if your game needs that sitting on top to get you to keep playing, maybe there's something wrong with your goddamn game. Maybe there's something wrong with your goddamn game. Maybe the game itself should be compelling enough to keep you engaged. But that said, I don't have a problem with trophies. But most of my trophies, if I got them, are over on Steam. Because most of my game playing this year was on Steam, that's all. Or Game Pass on my PC. But yeah, I mean, trophies are fine. But don't fucking come at me and say, you don't have you're not a real gamer. I know you're kidding, but I'm like, why? Because I don't fucking go after fucking trophies? Fuck you. One Pump says I have 2 wives because I have 50 platinums. I think you think that's a brag. Look, I had 1 wife. That was more than enough. I'm good. You can have all of them. You can have all of them. I want to tell you something really important, by the way. This is super duper important because this show only runs on the goodwill and generosity of you guys. And it is why we've been able to do the show for so long, because you give me hope. Now, it may be false hope, but you give me hope that there's enough of an audience out there that if they can just find us, that they'll like what we do here at the Gabbin' and the Games, and they'll become members, and then we'll actually be a profitable goddamn YouTube channel. And I say that because I want to give a little bit of incredible thanks to RTU Rich, Review Tech USA, Hector Howe, Wicket, Darth Nugget, David K, Awesome Tatum, Film Gamer X, Joker, Connor Steinbeck, been here for a long time, 56 goddamn months, Metal Emergent, Phantom Mutation, he just joined yesterday, GODZ of War, Brian Boss, also, let's not forget, Asho Katano. Sorry, I know it's Star Wars. Invader, our very own Patreon, our very own Moneybags. Mooch, Rocker Matt, David Porgs, Big Afro Man, Hungry Adventures, and 61 months. Good God Almighty, Master Dragon. I think the guy died. I haven't seen him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. I think he died. He put his credit card in. Somebody's still fucking paying it. Don't even know. I hadn't seen this motherfucker, but I appreciate it, Master Dragon, if you're out there, baby. Jaffe plays probably the amount of different games, but typically doesn't play them for hundreds of hours. Yeah, I have like 1,000 hours in Marvel Snap. I have like 90 hours in Arc Raiders this year. But no, I really don't have a problem with trophies. The only problem I have with trophies, honestly, is when the text of the trophy doesn't match the vibe of the game. It's like if you're going to make a game that's dramatic and serious and then you have a trophy that's like, oh, you didn't do the dishes. And it's like, dude, come on. Right. But short of that, no, I don't have a problem with it. Phantom Mutation, the host of Locale Alpha. I have no idea. I don't watch any of those shows. I don't watch them. Look, they won't let me on their shows. I can't even come on to Tech Show, Locale Crypt, and just say hi. I'm not allowed to be on the camera. Okay? So I don't watch their shows because I can't even, the motherfucker's broadcasting from my home. And I can't even step in front of the goddamn camera without Tech getting into goddamn trouble. Fuck that noise. Anyway, you know what? Where's my sponsor? Look at this. My whole house now smells like Fable beard. Look at this beard, and it's only going to get better. You guys have seen this beard. It's a goddamn masterpiece. I reach out. I'm like, guys, I'm a creative. I've done crazy comic book style shit. I did God of War. I did Twisted Metal. I'm totally right for your brand. Pay me some money. I'll sell your shit. And they're like, why would we do that? You're already doing it for free. Like right now. Fuck off. But it's true. But it smells really good. But now it's all over my hands. And now I'm thinking, anyway. Okay. All right. No, I have no sponsors. Nobody sponsors this show. What are you kidding me? If you have a business, if you're a small business owner, I don't care what you sell. Lube oil for oil change. I don't know what cars do. If you sell tampons, I don't give a shit. I'll hawk it like a goddamn champ. You'll love me. But, we have a very loyal audience here. Jaffe Tech is part of Madhouse. He's on camera. Shame your house is all exposed. What? I don't care. Jaffe Tech is part of Madhouse, and he is on camera. Shame. What? I don't even understand the language you're using. Jaffe's sponsor is Swift. I don't even know what it is. But I'll fucking do it. You goddamn right. All right, we are 3 minutes away from when we wrap up this show for people who are not members. I want to tell you what we're going to be doing on the flip side. We are going to be voting and going over thank you, Joker, you are sponsoring the channel. All you guys are, which is why I did the shout out. Jay Styles adding to the pot. Thank you, buddy. $80. We are 20% of the way from spinning the wheel. Jay Styles, what horror holiday movie do you want on the wheel? $5 will get you on the wheel, baby. We are going to go through the Game Award nominees. I'll show you what I'm voting for. There is a $20 gift card on the line for the Thursday night stream if you are a Cult of Calypso member or Calypso's Cult and Above and mods. I'll send you the link so you can vote in this too. Whoever gets closest or gets them all right will win the $20 gift card. If it turns out that there is a tie, we'll put them on a wheel and they'll spin. Okay, so that's coming up after the break, as well as, where did it go? As well as, there was something else I wanted to do with you guys after the break. Let me see, where did it Oh, we're also gonna hopefully we have 5 movies to put on the wheel, and then we're still not at our threshold to spin, but we have 5 movies that we're gonna let members pick. Compliments of Invader, who donated $25. So thanks. J Styles says, "Is ATM on the wheel?" It's not. Is that what is that? Is that a holiday horror movie? ATM movie. Anyone see? What is this about? Is it a holiday movie? Jaffe, I'm going to send you some info later about a sponsorship, Anna. I would love it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Is ATM a holiday movie? If it is, a murderous assailant traps 3 people in a small kiosk containing a. If it's set at Christmas, it counts, and if it's horror, it counts. Let's see. ATM movie, is it at Christmas? Let's see. Oh, it's at Christmas time. Yep. All right. Is that what you want, J Styles? Well, I can't do that, Mellow Fellow. Mellow Fellow, call back in. I'll bring you on in a second. I can't do that. Okay, I won't put ATM, but I'll put, where'd my mouse go? Thank you so much for that. So we made it. We made it. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. See you, Maddie. Thank you so much for that, bud. Thank you, Mellow Fellow. Mellow Fellow gets to call in and he gets a song. Here's the song. We also want to know what you want on the wheel, but Jay Styles, do you want ATM? Okay, he wants ATM. All right, that's going on there now.